route of entry.
All right, could you hit select yes to that? Sorry, I forgot to, I was meant to start recording this earlier. Okay, so you guys are planning on breaking into the wax museum.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna case it first.
Well,
so.
first I'm gonna go check the door just to make sure it actually is locked. But that's fine.
Just
Okay,
don't pull too hard because the wax handle will break off.
the
Yes.
the door is locked
Okay,
and it's not wax.
all right. And Tyrus is gonna check the perimeter
Yep.
and he rolls a perception check of.
Oh, yeah, we should do that. Oh, cool. 13.
So maybe.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, you don't think there's anything amiss.
It looks clear, guys. Let's go in.
All right, Brian, do you wanna try to pick it? Do you want me to pick it? We have a lot of pickers in the group.
I got a 17 on my pick lock.
Pick locks any longer.
And
I can.
somewhere on the table, I have my other dice, by the way. You guys.
I don't see any over
Oh,
here.
oh, it's just right in front of me. It's poking on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. So Brian, you're picking the lock.
Yeah. Got some.
You know, like I said, people are, walking back and forth, so you're gonna have to sort of be quick with it and.
Steve's gonna kind of spread himself out and make me look a lot bigger than I am and obscure everyone's view of the door.
Anyway, Brian's best way
Do
to
you guys,
stand
do you guys
around.
want me to make a distraction?
Oh,
You're not there yet.
Oh,
yes. So no, we have to bring him in. So
I
now.
can put people to sleep.
This is when your character, because you've been walking around trying to figure out, what's going on, and you've talked to people, when's the last time you've seen the sun, do you ever have to wake up with this mark on your head, different things like that, and people are acting like you're crazy, right? And so the only people that seem to be acting differently, and they're looking around and different things like that, are these people. So you have an idea, they're the only ones not affected, by it. So you're approaching them, type thing. And so you see them, they're people, they're looking out for people, waiting for people to go by. They're breaking into the building, that. But like I said, there's something in their eyes and the way they move. They're not doing the whole zombie thing like everybody else.
okay. All right. So Callum would like to run up to Tyrex
Mhm.
and grab him and shake him.
You're going to shake the dragonborn. Good luck with that. Did you see those muscles? He can
Wait, how
shake
big,
the
how
dragon.
big are you? How tall are you?
He's 8 feet tall.
Okay, he's slightly taller.
Do you see the model? That's true scale.
I didn't see it compared
He
to
is
Tyler.
slightly taller than
Yeah,
her.
he's slightly taller than me.
So he grabs you and in his matted red hair is flailing about and little bits of bone and meat are falling out as he yells at you frantically. At first he's speaking in Gaelic, so you have no idea what he's saying. All you know is this red-headed muscular man is shaking you and screaming at you.
And Tyrex is like, I don't understand anything you're saying, and trying to shake it back.
He looks down and he goes, oh, right. Okay, you speak common now.
Yes.
No, are you the ones?
No.
Are you the ones great? Let me out of this nightmare. I'm stuck here.
Roll perception.
Mhm.
That is a 1.
So behind Brian, besides Brian, who's picking the lock, you guys can all roll perception checks. And I want above 14.
I have a 19 without even adding anything.
Okay,
Nice.
so while he's getting
Oh,
shaken,
14 is.
maybe she slips her hand out, gets behind this guy at first speaking some crazy language. Her sword starts to form in her hand,
Oh,
and
no.
and you see she's like,
Exactly 14. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Gary, kill off another character.
So does anybody try to stop her?
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be funny if every
Okay.
session I have to make a new character.
Okay, you have to beat Maisie's initiative of 12.
Just let everyone roll, like everyone like
18 without adding anything.
no, I got a 50. Everyone's just rushing Maisie.
So you grab Maisie type thing, and she was heading right for your butt.
And she's
So, with a sword, yeah, she's stabbed up like this.
She got a jump.
like
Oh, that's right, he's super tall.
Yeah.
It might be upper thigh for him, but she usually ends up stabbing people in the butt. That's about the height. She stabs up like this. Like,
Works once, it's gonna work again.
Yeah, Callum turns around and looks at her, and you see like the barbarian rage start building inside of him. He said, "Lassie, you didn't go after a man's kill unless you mean it. And I'm not that type. You're too young for me."
Well, what kind of type are you?
I like my women strong and beefy. A woman who can pick up a rock and break it over her head. Now that's you want a sturdy lass.
You're totally the Scottish Pepper. That's not right, Jack, right?
Yeah, totally. Totally. We're like his wife is twice as big as she is. As he is. Yeah, that's totally. That's totally what
only
I'm
a
gonna check.
machine gun.
I just can't give him a peg leg that's also a machine gun. That's totally what.
Well,
Uh,
I'm gonna be
I'm gonna-
Maisie, good idea, bad target.
So Callum takes out a little hamster, starts squeezing it over and over again. It's for those clear skies, clear skies, clear skies.
I'm
And then he drops the remains of the hamster. And he goes, "Little guy, just save your life."
I'm a warrior. I got armor and a magic sword, and I summoned a demon.
she's not.
She's
not
But she's
tired.
she's really.
Callum looks at her, and you can tell he's deciding whether or not to draw his sword. And instead, he starts laughing, and you can see all the teeth he's missing. Balls on this one. Hey, tell you what, you help me get out of this nightmare. My sword, you can use my sword while we're here, but stay away from the guilt.
Okay, we can do that, but on a secret mission.
A secret mission!
No,
A secret mission.
A very secret mission! It's a secret mission!
You have two idiots talking to you.
And I'm just going to like casually touch Callum and use shocking grasp and just shock him and just be like, shock. So it's not going to do much, but it will get his attention.
So are you trying to make him go into a berserk rage?
To him.
Ryan, what did you roll for your pick lock?
I had a 17.
Okay, that's enough. The door is unlocked.
Well,
And we'll check, make sure there's no obvious traps before I swing the door open and motion everybody inside.
Should we all
Okay.
go in, or should one or two of us stay
Roll me a
outside?
search to find traps.
I can't turn the trap.
22 on the find traps.
Okay, there seems to be an alarm system, but you can disable it.
Then I will do so.
Okay.
So do you guys like Callum's introduction?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Should one or two of us stay outside and?
Didn't care about wax.
Oh,
Estelle, Estelle, you care about the waxing.
Not right now. That's the story I gotta say.
It wasn't a real hamster.
I thought it was a squishy toy.
Yeah, it was a squishy toy. It totally wasn't a real hamster.
Thank you.
I'm like, I wanna come to that side of the table, but at the same
Just-
time, I'm like, I know I can't.
All of
It
that,
almost feels taboo.
what looks like blood and broken bits of bones in Callum's hand is clearly feet.
Yeah, no, I'm
And
gonna.
bits of
I'm
clay
devastated.
made to look like crushed hamster bits.
Or I didn't even notice.
Still have to handle the hamster situation before she
Yeah.
can go care about
I
this
had a-
stupid whack.
I got enough over
Okay.
here.
Little
That's,
hamsters.
it'll just dry. I got it up.
I'm trying to do a little bit of Mr. Furious from the streamline.
Okay, so, you guys are going in or doing the memorial for the dead hamster?
I'm gonna go in, and as long as we've checked for traps and there are none.
No, there's an alarm system we need to disable.
Oh,
No,
we can just,
Ryan just said.
Oh, okay.
oh, okay, so yeah, so I'm gonna just go in.
So Callum will wipe his hand off on Abby's character's shirt and say, "Hey, thanks for the shocking grasp. Now I'm nice and awake." Wipes his hand off on her and walks in.
Eric is gonna be like, I like this one. What's
Yeah, I
that?
think Tyler's and Callum. Well,
Looks down and isn't sure whether to like bask in the glorious blood or be totally skeeved out.
It can be both.
you can bask
But
and
that's,
ski.
but that's the point, like, that's like,
Okay,
Well-
so you guys are in the wax museum and you're surrounded by all these wax figures, as you'd expect, and they're posed in different scenes. Like they seem to be various heroes and different things like that who've and they're posed where they were fighting various different, you know, creatures and things like that. So they're arranged in tableaus or enacting
Mhm.
scenes from, you know, points in history. Thus,
I'm
the
still
the
out
first
for it.
game was entitled Tableau.
Tyrus, we're gonna go up to the nearest one, just kind of poke it.
Well, it's definitely has a waxy coating. Are you doing anything else with it?
I'm going
let's
to
slice
take
into
a
it and see if
deep
it
breath
bleeds.
and use my divine sense.
Wait, no, that's bad, never mind, let's not do that.
Do I get any hit of undead, fae, celestial? Anything affected by like a hallow spell or anything like that?
As far as that goes, one guy has one of the heroes. You get a sense of that it is like a holy item.
A holy item on it?
Yeah, on the wax statue.
Why's it got holes in it?
Oh my gosh.
That's the IQ on your.
It's not very high.
Nice. When I get a whiff of that, I'm gonna go over and inspect it then.
Yeah, and so upon looking at it, like his gear appears to be the real gear, and there's a little sign on it that says, you know, items are on loan from, you know, like the Wayland Corporation, yada yada, and so it just explains, you know, from this date to this date or whatever. So the items that they're wearing are real.
Guys,
The body.
this is magical. He just kind of sniffs around it. I have no idea what it does. Can we take it?
Loot the bodies.
And so that's what you, then we'll go Brian, because, you know, I make sure I don't miss him. So Brian, what do you want to do?
I'm just kind of paying attention to the surroundings and everything else right now, just kind of being on alert and watching what's going on.
Okay, so yeah, it's seems to be a little bit more interesting of a place than you would have first thought. Buddy, what are you doing?
Well, okay, Estelle, now Buddy doesn't care about the hamster, but Estelle is heartbroken over this hamster and I'm still outside. Because that's what my character would do. I want to make a medicine check to see if I can somehow save this poor thing. Yep, no, that's what my character would do, even though it's.
You're You're gonna have to go get the pieces that are on her shoulder.
17.
You're gonna do a healing check?
I don't know. I did a medicine check. Would that?
No, he squished it. It's too much for the medicine check. You
Okay.
need like a healing spell.
Well,
Maybe even
after
better.
I see that.
I mean, I can bring it back if you want.
No, I'm just gonna give it a little.
You're
whirl.
familiar.
I'll use whatever.
No,
Mhm.
I can just bring it back.
If you bring it back, then Callum will have a fresh one when he needs it.
It'll be undead at this point.
Cool. A multi-use crystal.
It would be
Hamster. I bury it and then I rebuild the earth and I just wiping some tears away as I go inside. Still not sure how she feels about Callum,
Okay,
but he loves Callum.
Aaron.
Okay, so the minute Callum hears magic, he starts looking around for the biggest sword he can find. Is there anything in there?
Yes.
It's on my back.
It's
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you go for it, but like some symbiote thing kind of like grabs you and doesn't let you.
Aw,
Biggest
okay, second.
Second biggest sword. So yes. So there is one, and so you're the big tall guy here, and so you go up to the figure, and they're and I have to experiment with it, make sure.
All right, let's see this transition.
Right. And so
that one wasn't as smooth as the other one.
no, this one isn't so smooth as the other ones.
Well, that camera has to focus and I think that's why.
Yeah. So so you go up to the statue, and there's a warning plaque that says, don't touch, alarm will sound.
Cool,
We turned the
cool.
alarm off.
Callum can't read. So he holds out his sword and goes, it's a mighty fine blade you got there. Now it's a rule of my clan. I can only take weapons that I've won in honorable combat. He beheads the statue and says, you ain't a fine opponent. Then takes the sword.
Bleed? Did it bleed? Wait. Yes, did it bleed?
As far as that goes, yes, it looked like there was a layer of wax and there was a person underneath it.
He was a good opponent, he was. Oh, but to honor him, Callum trades him his current sword. It says here you can have, and he sets it next to the severed head.
So you see a little red light flashing in the corner, and Maisie goes, he did it.
It wasn't me this time.
So what's this? What's this?
Time to go.
What's the word I got?
Well, it's got a bunch of magic runes over it. but-
Magic runes.
Mhm. It's got. Let's see. Now, you're gonna have to have somebody probably tell you what the, what the
Informational
magic does
placard.
type thing. Yeah, but it does something. Yeah, you can't.
Does something.
You can't even read the placard. You can tell there's little glowing runes and stuff on it, and the craftsmanship and the heft. It's this is a fine blade type thing. And there's a bunch of words. So yeah, you're gonna need help if you can't read.
All right, well, that's okay. Callum can just use it and we'll figure out its stats that way.
Yep, that's true. Okay, and now, Abby.
Okay, where in the room am I?
Okay, now you are, because you were this. Which one was your figure?
I don't know. I know
Was
you,
it the glowing glass?
I know you switched it, but I don't know what you switched it to
Yeah, I think I did this one here, so.
until I can
you-
get my new figure.
You
printed
are
out.
here.
Okay, so right now, the other person in my brain is kind of winning out, so I'm just going to be seeing how far the wax is before I draw blood. So I'm just making a series of little cuts along the arms of this.
You can scrape it off, and do the same thing, or you can look at the neck where you cut off and you can see about how thick it is too.
No, he did that while I'm simultaneously cutting at it.
Okay. So, yeah, it's,
And then once I'm done with that, I want to take anything.
You're taking the armor,
I
weapon.
don't know. I need more hit points, so armor might be.
And I'm looking around to make note of
I'm done.
any exits and entries to this room.
Well, there is a flashing red light going on right now.
yeah, it looks like the barbarian set off on some sort of an alarm. So, you would notice that.
Yes, and I know that people are going to be coming, so I'm looking at trying to figure out where they're going to be coming from so that we can either get out of here or defend ourselves.
Mhm. So. The only way out that you can see is that one door, and then there's stairs going to the second floor. But the second floor, it's, you can tell it's locked, and it has a sign that says staff only.
Up and out.
So, so you're doing that. Carrie, what are you doing?
I'm looking for any monk weapons in the room.
Okay, so, as far as that goes, there is a monk statue type thing. Let's go to the overhead view. Right, and from the let's see, who would be the closest to a monk? Right thing. Try to grab a few different ones. So we'll just say this person right here is a monk.
Okay.
So does it have like the monk haircut?
Yes, it definitely has the monk haircut. Very, very stereotypical. Let's see, and yeah, so the monks got different like bracers on. They're kind of just like wide bracelets, and even the outfit seems to be made of some sort of, it's not cotton, it's not silk, it's not wool, you're not sure what it is, but it's made of some very durable fabric, whatever it is.
So I take that.
So you're gonna take all the gear there. And then we're gonna
Leave
go
it somewhere.
back to
Trust me.
Colton.
Okay, so Tyrex, after asking that and seeing everybody take stuff, he's just gonna start taking stuff off the one that had was it the medallion or amulet or something?
Yeah, there's a holy amulet, and there's a mace,
The mace?
type thing. And so, all the stuff seems to be, because you're sensing for basically the divine type thing, right? That was one of the things that hallowed, type thing.
Mhm.
And it all seems to be, sacred of some sort,
On that guy?
to nature. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna start, well, everybody else is doing it, and just start taking it off.
When you're wrong.
And be like, oh, new club.
Then back to Brian.
Hey, Maisie, give me a hand with whatever. If there's one of these statues that looks like a dwarf, I'm gonna pull it over in front and try and block the door with it. I'm choosing a dwarf because I know dwarves are the strongest and will create the best blockage.
Good call.
So Maisie helps you. type thing. So you and her put it in front of the door.
And if there's anything interesting on the dwarf statue, I'll help myself to it as well.
Yeah, there's all kinds of interesting items and things like that. And so let's see. So there's he has assortment of weapons. He's got a hammer, he's got short swords, he's got daggers, he's got a bow, he's got armor. So he's got all kinds of different things.
I'll just grab one of the daggers and give it to Maisie, and then I'll grab the short swords and stick them somewhere for later.
Does
You
Maisie
guys
need
are always giving Maisie weapons and then preventing her from using them. Pick a lane.
We attempted to prevent her from using it, but then she figured out that she can just summon the sword out of thin
I
air.
hardly endorse her using that.
I never tried to stop her.
That was me.
That's mostly you two.
So
Be kids,
you're doing that, and then Buddy.
So I came inside, so I'm inside before they blocked the door.
Yeah.
Cause I had already
You
said.
said, you said that, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I want to go up to whichever one of the statues looks the smartest,
Looks at this.
most intelligent.
Doing like the thinker pose.
That's the most frightening thing you've ever done. You can't look at someone that doesn't smile.
I know.
Looks can be
Like,
deceiving.
really? Is that where you're going?
Like someone
Someone,
Scholarly is
Yeah.
who I'm looking
So
for. Like a professor or someone who's gonna know something.
yeah, well, you go up to someone who looks like they're some sort of a magic user of some sort. And yeah, they have a cloak, and then there's a little note on the staff that said the original staff was stolen years ago. This is a replica type thing, but it's your staff that you're holding.
It's armor.
I look at Arbor. And I look at that guy and I say, I kind of think that used to be your owner. And then I'm gonna move to that, please excuse my prejudice, the next smartest looking guy, because I don't want to share Arbor.
You don't want to share, Arbor.
Share, well, I don't want,
Sharing is caring.
I don't
She
want
doesn't
to guy
care.
walk up and be like, that's my staff, and he'd be like, no, it's not. I don't want to deal with that. So I'm gonna go find the next smartest looking dude.
Okay. He didn't have the staff, but he did have a nice looking cloak, type thing.
Okay, but here's the thing, if he's got a cloak and they're all covered in wax, are all the items on them covered in wax?
No,
as
no,
well?
no. They basically the
Oh, just
body,
the
and then they put clothes on bodies.
they were naked and they dressed up.
Take the cloak, buddy.
All right, I'll take the cloak. Is
Don't
the
think
cloak
twice, just do it.
magical?
Be a Calvin and Tyrus.
Are you casting detect magic?
Yes. I don't think I have to roll.
I don't think you have.
No, you don't have to roll for that.
They
Sure.
You just cast it.
yeah. Well, you rolled a 1, so it didn't work. So, no, I'm just kidding.
14.
There's a 1 in there. One there.
You guys.
Just add 13 to it.
Wait, we can just add things?
Which 13 is unlucky. So between the two, yeah. Yes. No,
Failure.
so yes, it's magical. And like a lot of the gear of these different people are showing up as magical.
Okay, well, I'll definitely take it. And put it on. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go to the next.
Next smartest
Oh,
person.
next smartest person. So I'm gonna go up to the next smartest looking person, I guess.
Do they have a monocle? Is that why they look so smart?
The smart people always have glasses and pocket protectors and what else? I'll think about it. Anyway,
The guy in front of this one says nerd.
So,
That's the one.
So many unhealthy stereotypes.
So you hear someone trying the door. You know, it won't open. Yeah, it's probably the stupid glitchy alarm. It's probably nothing. Yeah, but there's
We're
like
out of time.
there's something blocking the door. You know, we better get the town guard over here just in case. I'm telling you, Phil, you're overreacting. Just go and do it. I'll try to see what I can do about the door. You know. And he's like, okay, I'll be right back. So you hear him going off, and he's trying, he's like pressing on the door, banging into it, and the dwarf statue and all the weights kind of
Shifting.
blocking it, at least for now.
Does it sound like there's only one of them out there now?
There's only one of them out there now.
Okay, so the next time he gets ready to back up and charge the door, I'll
Okay.
move the statue aside and open it so he comes flying through and falls on the ground, and then slam the door again behind him.
Okay, so
Molly, you should use your papers. Tell him we're supposed to be here.
That's what I'm doing. We're
Tell me you're the
security
sword
inspectors testing out the reliability of the system and detected that it is faulty.
What happens when he realizes one is missing a head and the other one is bleeding from the arms?
As part of our test.
Got it. Hey,
hey, what are you guys doing here? All right, so perception checks.
Uh-oh.
Bolton is not good at reading tonight. That is a 3.
Yeah.
14.
I tell you, wisdom.
21.
21. Okay, so the guy's on the ground and she's going up to do papers, and Maisie's like she's running from across the room here.
I feel like we have like a little stabby Chucky doll in our group.
Ryan, she should have been right there next to me. That's why I knocked him down so she could hit him.
I don't.
So is anyone stopping her this time?
I didn't see.
I'm busy blocking the door back up, so not me.
This is gonna play out. So I'm just kind of like
I
let her
haven't
do
even
the thing.
turned around. I'm still like sacking all the armor off the other day.
He wants to cast invisibility on her so that she can just do it, but then
I just say, Maisie, I got this,
You know.
as I pull out my papers.
So you pull out your let's see, who does it first? Maisie gets a 20,
Oh my god.
oh,
right? And so she runs over there, and the guy's on the ground, and she takes the pommel of her thing, and she's just like, she hits him on his temple. She's like, "Oh, who do you work for? Do you work?" You know?
At least she used the dull end.
We're not playing with you. You know? She's like, "Ow,
Have her say, where are your rebel friends now?
where are your rebel friends now?" You know? And she's like, "Get this crazed midget off me. I'm not a midget." And then she punches him this little fist about the size of the eye. It's like, "Ow! Ah!" So she's working this guy over.
so
What do you know?
thing. I want to attempt to spell to cast greater restoration on one of these beings. But I have to spell a word.
Greater restoration. So
Yeah.
isn't the limit of that? It has to be like within a certain time period. They can't have been like dead for years or anything. It's not a resurrection spell.
Are they bodies actually dead though?
You imbue a creature you touch with positive energy to undo a debilitating effect.
Positive energy. Everyone loves you and you're special.
You can reduce the target's exhaustion level by 1 or end one of the following effects.
Mhm.
Something that causes them to be charmed or petrified, 1 curse, any reduction to one of the target's ability scores or one effect reducing their hit points. So with the petrify,
the creature, person, whatever, doesn't wake up. So the spell.
spell something. Okay.
Okay, so Callum saw her taking some clothes, saw her taking some clothes.
Mhm.
So he's like, oh, must be naked time. So he goes over to this troll here for the furs because the kilt he's been wearing for about 6 years now. It's kind of wearing thin in the places it shouldn't.
Mhm.
So he takes his clothes off and starts putting on that thing's clothes.
Okay. So yeah, between all the different statues, taking clothes off of this,
Yeah.
there's a lot
And
of
Callum without his clothes,
right now.
and Callum without his clothes, magnificent.
know?
Statuesque, an Adonis. You could bounce a quarter off that butt.
So
Tyrex seems that he just starts.
Maisie, stop.
No. You want firm.
No, trust me, you want something that has a little give.
Yeah, so Maisie looks at you and she goes, maybe you should put some pants on if you want to keep fighting evil.
Estelle's gonna go over to Maisie, even though it's too late, and she's gonna just cover her eyes and say, I'm so sorry, poor child.
And the guy's like, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. And is that when you're trying to flash the papers at him?
Yeah,
And then in the
Okay,
background,
so-
there's this naked Scotsman.
So now you're gonna have to roll basically a bluff check. You know what I mean?
Yeah, talk your way out of this one.
There's naked statues, decapitated
Ta-da.
statues, cut up statues. There's a halfling whooping him over, interrogating him.
well, when I pulled out my papers, I actually rolled and got a 19. Do you want me to re-roll?
That's pretty good.
Oh, no, that's fine. I just didn't realize. Okay,
Okay.
so you rolled a 19. Well, it doesn't make you're inspector. Why are you trashing the place?
We're thorough. We take pride in our jobs and we gotta make sure that all the little security things are working in order. It's not just the front entrance, there's security on all the pieces.
We're also checking response time.
Well,
Yours is horrible.
apparently, somehow he buys it,
Ah!
but he's but what's with the angry midget? I'm not a midget.
Correct.
The daycare was closed today, so we had to bring our child to work.
Bring your kid to work day, obviously.
The correct term is halfling, sir.
Don't let him fool you, buddy. She's the leader.
True story. In her mind.
They're my henchmen. Or minions. They're my minions.
We kind of are.
We do just kind of let her do whatever she wants.
We're always serving up.
And she's like, minions? You know what I mean? I
Unpaid
think that
bodyguards.
wrong little one. And she goes, oh no, yeah, they're my minions. I think we're trying to take over the world or something.
Save the world.
Save
Oh.
the world, Maisie.
Yeah.
That too.
And I get in trouble because I attack hobos. And he's like, I have no idea. I want to get my supervisor. This this is beyond me, So he seems eased up a little bit. So I'm just gonna get out of here. Phil's gonna be here with the guards, and you just show him your credentials, tell him you're inspector or whatever. But yeah, I want no part of the your angry child.
Angry Chucky doll.
So do you let him leave?
Did Brian find a way out yet, other than the front door?
There's the front door and there's the way up.
Okay, Tyrex is gonna walk over and punch him straight in the face, trying to knock him out.
I think that'd do it, yeah.
Yeah, so he's just kind of a normal guy. So just as long as let's say you can do 10 points of damage, he's out.
Do you like roll for damage or
Yeah.
roll for?
Well, you gotta roll the hit and then,
Roll the hit?
yeah, but he's
Okay.
not actively necessarily trying to resist you.
Now that's a nat 20.
Wow.
So you
rolled the
hit,
first nat
You-
20 and nat 20
You
of the
need to
session.
let him roll your dice.
yeah, so now,
Sorry, this. No.
Fezzik, I think you jog his memory too hard.
That was a good reference. He deserves a point for that.
okay, Brad can get a fate point. And so you're, town guard, open up,
Hey, order changing.
Ignore it.
Go around. That's what he actually says.
Estelle's gonna go upstairs. There's gotta be more.
I'm
In
a
the name of
father
the Regent,
Estelle.
open this
Go
door.
upstairs.
The name of who?
The Regent.
Oh, read it.
So, are you guys, opening
I'm
the-
heading for the stairs.
I'm like, I'm going with Estelle up the stairs.
Have I had a chance to
I'm-
put the furs
I'm
on?
gonna drag Maisie behind
Yes.
me.
Okay, then I'll go up the stairs too.
Bring Maisie
Really
with me
quickly,
upstairs.
before I go up the stairs, I'm gonna
Mhm.
grab something off of one of the other statues and put it on this guy.
Oh, you pass a mechanical honey badger on the way.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
Honey badger don't care.
Up until now,
Actually,
Callan.
just
Here.
look at it, like it, and so I pick it up.
So up until now, Callan's been wearing a kilt, but now that he's put on the furs, now he's got his look that's actually on the model. So you guys witnessed his origin story.
Oh,
This is how he came to be.
This is how he came to be.
This is how the clothes came to
Dude,
be.
your mom
And he
so
takes,
tall,
and
he
he,
barely
and he
fits in
takes
that
the
room.
filthy
Say-
kilt and puts it on the troll.
the second story on there, I don't think you'd be able to put like your.
Right there.
in-
There you go.
He'd hit his head.
All right.
Yeah.
So, all right, so now. You go upstairs and there's, okay, well, first you have to, pick the lock. I'm assuming somebody is gonna be able to do that with enough tries.
Oh, you all right?
Yeah,
It ain't gonna be me.
I got an 18.
Nice.
I mean, I could kick the lock.
I was
I
gonna hit the
mean,
door.
I could.
I got a 19 on that though.
The
19
door is
hit the door.
open. Yeah, well,
You go to punch the. Yes.
No.
Quentin got like an 18,
Mhm.
so the door is definitely open.
The door is ajar.
And a 16 for the trap check.
I need. Somebody. Okay, I don't have a good model for the next person I'm going to introduce type thing. So this is just a placeholder figure, but you. So. What happens is you actually hear the music starts playing and a daisy appears, kind of like Doctor Strange, how he makes that ring,
Uh-huh.
but it's like a daisy, and then it's here, and then all of a sudden it moves backwards, and there's a girl sitting there, standing there. She has bare feet. Her hair's done in braids type thing. She's got a tank top on and those culotte style pants, all very hippie-ish type thing. And so she comes in and she goes, "Hello, I'm Hope."
So she's a
We need help.
And she goes, "Have you seen an angry, angelic woman around here?"
Oh yeah, she killed the other one.
Are you talking about Woe?
Yeah.
She's somewhere off in the cosmos chasing down Fates.
The remaining things.
Yeah, that too.
You should tell Hellcat.
And she goes, she chasing down the remaining fates.
Oh, yeah, she killed Pat.
Oh, yeah. My brother and sister came home and they told me I had to go get mom. Oh, and then so she's like, she's in one of her cracked out revenge rage things. Oh, I gotta stretch if I'm gonna have to fight mom. You know, so she's like, you know, doing all these different, you know, poses and stuff like that. She goes like that, and you can see the hair, you know, under the armpit, you know, like that.
But is it braided?
You know, yeah, yes, you know, type thing.
Callum is impressed.
You know, and so she's like,
He likes his women, Harry, it does.
like, oh, you know, my mom is fast. Whew. Well, she'll probably show up here eventually. She likes to chase her prey right back to where they start, kind of break their will kind of thing if they think they can get away. So this is an interesting place. What is this? It's some sort of a magic shop. Everything here is a lot of magical instruments. Interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of dead people.
Second floor of a wax museum.
You know,
Callum gets excited and he says, yeah, they've got these little letters on everything. Can you read this? He holds out the sword.
you know, and she's like, oh, yeah, I can read it. And let's see. Well, I was just on it, read post. So yours is not blood bonded. Okay, sure. Blood fueled. Okay, so this is so basically for every d6 that you inflict to yourself, like you cut yourself with a sword, you do 3d10 to the enemy, in addition to the sword's normal damage. And then it's also got a second enchantment on it. It's double stacked. For every d6 inflicted, you do 4d12 to the enemy. You know, so so that's the one that you're going to want to concern yourself with.
All right.
You know, is the blood fueled.
So blood fuel does 3d10 for every d6.
D6 you do to yourself.
Okay. And what is the second part?
Well, the second part is actually 4d12. So that it's just so that's the one that you're going to concern yourself with. She was saying it's a double stack. It has like 2 enchantments laid on itself.
And the 4d12, what is it? What does that do to me?
No. The 4d12 you do to your enemy.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's the D6 and then you do 40.
Yeah.
okay.
Um,
So Cal looks at us. It says all that.
you know, and
Oh, yeah.
then she takes it. You know, well, it's a big sword, and she flips it to the other side. Oh, and here's a washing and drying instructions.
No, I don't need to know those.
Dry clean only.
Yeah, soap and I don't get along very well.
Okay, so she reads that, and she goes, "So, who summoned my mom?"
That would be that one.
Just point at Maisie.
I'm only 6.
I'm gonna lift her up and be like, and we're so proud of you for what you did.
Are we though?
These people
I am.
are they're responsible for me. Am I? Are they in trouble?
Are we in trouble, ma'am? I think you're the one that caused the trouble.
I need guidance and a firm hand. They let me run amok.
You sound too much like Mary.
and then and she goes, well, little one, my mom, she tries to be a good person, but she's got a little bit of an addiction, and you sort of, it's like giving a bunch of crack to a drug addict. She's all sorts of strung out now, and yeah, it could be bad. And she goes, there's an awful lot of magic going on in this town. Smells funny too. It doesn't feel right.
I think the funny smell's our new friend over here.
Yeah, probably.
No, it's not that. I've been to, plenty of concerts and such, I know what unwashed smells like. Let's see, no, it's not that. And so she goes, oh, so she's looking at the various different things. And she said, yeah, there's just an incredible amount of,
I think you're on the wrong camera, Gary.
what's that?
Yeah, I think you're on the wrong camera.
I'm on the wrong camera.
Or
I'm
she,
still looking at me downstairs.
Let's see. So that's the top, right? And that camera's that's the second floor that you see right now.
I'm still,
Nope.
or maybe I'm frozen because I'm still seeing downstairs and I'm looking at my back.
Oh. Then I forgot to hit that button.
There we go.
So sorry about that. There you go. So there's the overhead view, or you can get the from the side view.
Yeah, can you put me up there then too?
Did I not put you up there?
Nope, I'm still
There you
in
go.
front of the POV camera.
There you go. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so now what are you guys doing that you're up there? You have it sounds like the entire town guard is pushing down the door outside.
Well, I'd like to try and persuade Hope to help us figure out how to break out of or where the bad guys are so we can hunt them down. Because it seems like that's something that would be within her abilities.
Say what you're gonna say to her.
All right, so using all the tact and diplomacy that he has, Callum goes up and he grabs Hope and begins shaking her violently. It says, please, you gotta help me. I've been stuck in here for weeks. This is some sort of crazy dream. I gotta be free. I gotta go back to the look. You gotta help me. And then he begins ranting in Gaelic, and it becomes completely ununderstandable at that point.
Well,
Unintelligible. is the word.
Unintelligible. See, Callum does.
incoherent with the
well,
other one.
she responds to you back in Gaelic, type thing. But it's
If he was before, he is now.
like a little bit of a southern accent, to it, like a southern Gaelic. Type thing. And she says, first, I would appreciate it if you would stop shaking me. I don't know if you realize it, but I don't like it.
He goes, what are you talking about? I'm not shaking you at all. And then he shakes her a little harder, realizes that he's doing it, and goes, oh, well, would you look at that?
And then she goes, well, when in Rome, and then she grabs you and goes, and so yeah, you see this much smaller person grabs him by his hips, and she's going like this, and like lifts him off the ground, and she's speaking in some sort of a language type thing, what sort of help do you need?
Callum like kind of catches his breath and goes, are you single?
Is your quilt getting tight?
Any woman that can shake and shake. I went like along with this arm. So
Tyrex is gonna go.
he asked her if she's single.
She's like, I am, but I think you have more pressing problems. People are trying to, they're in the floor downstairs and they're about ready to come upstairs, and there's no way out of here.
Can we go in your flower?
We can totally kill them, guy. Wait. Yeah, we can kill them. Death is a good option, right?
Violence, you mean?
Uh,
Sure.
Well, and Maisie, like, I thought the guards were the good people. Wait, are we turning to the bad guys now? Are we gonna kill the guards?
Hope. Is there any way you
Is this
can
a
get
good
us
guy?
out of this
Oh, we're good
mess?
guys right now. Got it.
And she goes, well, I can, type thing, but where do you want to go?
To the others.
And then,
Ooh, how about, yeah, directly to the
She's gonna,
others.
Tyrex is gonna be like, well, can you sense where the magic is coming from?
she said, there's a lot of magic in this room. All the tools, they look like artificer tools, and she's just looking around, stuff like that. Yeah, so there's been a lot of magic things created in this very room.
If this is the source of the Devil's Craftsman, can she tell us whose room this is?
And she goes, well, I don't know whose room it is. I don't have, I'm not omniscient or anything like that.
I'm pretty sure this room belongs to the guy that put on the big anti-magic show when we first got here.
Calvin goes over and picks up this bookshelf
Mhm.
and brings it back and starts shaking it in front of her and say, here, there's words on this thing. Whose is it? What's it say?
When you do that, it reveals there's another room behind it, and there's a device.
Oh, see, Calvin solves everything.
And she goes, well, wait a minute, just so I can think, and you have the door opens and a bunch of guards are gonna come in, and Hope just goes, what door?
Uh-huh.
And all of a sudden there's just a wall there, what I mean? And the guards are, what the hell? And they're banging on the, but now they're banging through a stone wall. Okay, that'll give me a minute to think type thing. Oh, I sense my mom, I'm gonna have to go soon. So yeah, I mean, do you just want me to teleport you out of here or something, or?
I'm gonna tell Maisie while all of this is going on to grab as many of the items as she can stuff in her little halfling magic wherever she puts stuff.
Tyrex is just gonna walk into the other room.
You go into the other room, and there seems to be some advanced equipment. There's those needle things. There's a bunch of different vials on the wall, and they're labeled. And there's also this device, and there's like an instruction manual or something next to it.
I'm
gonna
reading
grab
the instruction manual.
the instruction manual
Mhm.
and as many of those vials as I can.
I'm gonna grab the instruction manual from Tyrex and say, do you know how to read?
Well, no, but
Yeah.
He
that's
can
what
at least sound simple words out.
I'm learning.
I'll teach you.
At least I can read more than him.
And then there's this little panel with buttons, and Easy goes.
So Calvin's gonna take his new sword and cut off a little lock of his hair, and he's gonna gently put it in her hand and curl her fingers around it. Says, if you're gonna go, keep this to remember me by. If you ever need me, just call and I'll come.
To Maisie?
No,
To Hope.
are you retarded?
So I'm just talking about Maisie, so I was like, please give him a lock of hair, and she's like, oh, okay, thank you, type thing. And so she puts it in there. So, are you reading the book, or?
Well, I'm definitely gonna hold on to the book. Is there anything important on whatever Maisie's booping?
Well, the thing whirls to life, and there's some sparks and energy and stuff like that, and then sort of like nothing type thing.
There's not really any like instructions or anything on it.
There's some, various different settings and different things like that, but you have the manual, type thing. You're pretty sure.
Well, yeah, then definitely I'm gonna start reading the manual.
Okay. Apparently it's a machine that will imbue items with magical abilities.
All those items we just collected.
So,
Does it have
Wait.
a list of the magic items?
Okay,
That's.
so I picked up a mechanical, my honey badger. I'm gonna shove it in the machine. Can we totally imbue my honey badger with magic?
Are you
Whoa.
crying?
No, maybe. Yes, possible.
Brian,
Oh,
Brian, you can open that thing I emailed to you.
what is? There's a lot of stuff.
It's a machine.
I mean, it was very exciting.
Yeah, you can give one to Aaron.
Is this all the scene?
Thank you.
I proofread it, so.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Okay.
So this is what I'm reading.
So that, yeah, that's essentially, well, there's some instructions, you know, you turn this dial and you do this and you have to put some of this material in there and there's some of that other stuff. But the long and short of it is that this machine can imbue an item with 3 magical traits from the list. Now there, as you can see, that some of them say there's a prerequisite. In order to have the 2, you have to have the 1. And one of them, like the Vorpal, says you can't do an extended critical and the Vorpal together. But you can make magic armor and weapons or enhance magic items that you already have with these other traits.
Is this something that you're gonna make us decide right this minute, or do we get to like think about this for a minute?
Well, in game, it's happening right now, you know, type thing. But to keep the game going, I can say you made your selections type thing, and then finalize
Okay,
it
so
later.
here's a question. So the items that we took were already magical, and then we can use these on non-magical items?
Non-magical or to enhance something if something has 1 property, and the machine can also tell the properties of items that you put in it.
Can we enhance
Look in there and see what.
certain items that we already have, like arbor and steel?
The cloak, you can make the cloak whatever you want.
Yes, it can enhance items like arbor and whatnot, yes.
I'm pretty sure if we tried to enhance Arbor, he'd break the machine.
But
I'm not gonna do
But
that.
he might actually like some of the stuff on this list.
I'm gonna put the
Yeah.
badge, I'm gonna put my badger in this machine and see if it's already magical.
as far as that goes, the machine tells you that it was magical, but someone basically drained the magic out of it. So you could easily, you can easily imbue it with intelligence, for example. There's like an intelligence 2 where it can talk to and obey you type thing. It just basically makes a magical intelligent creature, and then you could give it some other ability.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do something else.
So I'm going to put the sash I got and the bracers and my current harpoon knife tethery ropey thing in it.
Right.
And I can figure out what I want later to keep the game going.
Gotcha. Okay, play.
Yeah. We're gonna give my badger intelligence 2,
Mhm.
and then.
So that takes up 2 slots. All right, and as far as the bracers go, what did I say? I said
How many?
Get
Total
3.
to 3, okay.
The intelligent 2 has crew representative intelligent 1 has expected.
Gary, are Callum's furs that he's wearing
Totally.
magical?
you know, let's see, yes, basically they just they're for armor, it's got stone skin 1.
Okay.
And for you, it's, so you're different. Because you have different things that you got.
Mhm.
One of them has, first strike already on it.
Okay,
And earth wave. Is on another one. And let's see. Let's see.
Being able to know where it's at would be very.
And then another one
Very
has buff 1 on it. Let's see.
Okay,
And
so
your hammer,
Mhm.
right? You can choose to, like I said, this will allow you to change things around, add to it, even take something off and put something else on. But it's got the
I can have a freaking
it's-
lightsaber.
it's got returning. You know,
Returning.
it's got returning, it's got arcane blast wave,
Ooh. Okay.
type thing.
yes,
You
okay.
can tell it. And it's also got blood bonded on it.
Ooh, okay. Blood bonded, okay.
Yes.
Yes.
What
Okay,
the
now we
code
just
I
need
should
to
already have on it?
write this down.
The cloak you have on it has let's see. It's got a few different things.
Okay,
It's got it's already maxed out more than the machine can do.
oh,
It's got, right now, it has invulnerability on it.
1 or 2.
Um,
Here.
it's got an invulnerability 2 on it.
Okay,
And it's got, let's see, anti possession and mind control. It's got anti-possession 1 on it. It's got let's see. It's got stone skin 2 and feather fall.
sweet.
Let's see, and oh, and it's +1 to AC.
Okay,
In addition to all that.
Gary, I know what I want to do.
What's that?
So the furs he's wearing already
And
has
it's
stone.
intelligent.
intelligent 1 or intelligent 2?
It's intelligent 2.
So
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
they're happy.
Mhm.
So his furs already have stone skin 1. I want to upgrade it to stone skin 2. And then I want to add in the anti-possession rune 1.
Okay,
So those will be its 3 slots.
so write that down somewhere so you remember. You know.
I'm not touching my cloak. I'm gonna put it on and I'm gonna say, we're friends now. And I'm gonna come up with a name for it.
Now, can I add additions to the sword or is it already full?
Let's see. What did I say your sword had on it?
Yeah, it had the blood fuel, the 3d10 one, and then the 4d12 one.
Yeah, so it has 2 slots, so you technically have 1 slot, you know, but you can strip it off and put something else on it too if you wanted.
Yeah.
You know,
All right. So can my armor, so everything that we pretty much took, we can do this with, right?
yes.
So I can put my armor in here.
Hmm.
So the durable, is that just 1 slot?
Yes, durable, and then the unbreakable, which would be the 2. Normally I like stone skin 1, stone skin 2, but I didn't want to call it unbreakable, but only take 5 points of damage. So I just call it durable and then unbreakable. And basically it adds +2 to the AC.
And then the armor can't be damaged in any way.
The armor itself, no, they can still find, you know, weak links
Yeah.
underneath or whatever, or like a helmet, they could hit you so hard it scrambles your brain, but the helmet is fine, you know, type thing.
Okay, and
Oh, I see, there's the blood filter.
So can I do the? I don't know if I want unbreakable or if I want. I think going durable and then doing anti-possession rune 2, can I do that
Yes.
on my armor?
My bad.
Pyrex is really dumb, guys, so.
Menace.
Yes.
Brian, what are you thinking about?
There's actually an awful lot that I'm thinking about, and I'm thinking that it might be better to just tackle this later if that's okay with you.
Okay, that's completely fine.
Nobody feels too, because.
Okay,
What did we say it was? That figure that I was slicing its arms, I grabbed something off of it. What did we say I grabbed off of it?
I don't remember.
I don't either. What was on it that I could have grabbed?
I don't remember which figure you were looking at, type of thing.
I think it had a bow and arrow.
It was an archer.
Oh, as far as that goes, yeah, it's got it had a bow on it type thing. And then did you take the bow and it has a quiver?
I think so.
Well, we can say you did. I'll
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
on it if
Yeah, okay.
And Carrie, are you doing anything in particular?
I'm writing down all my stuff to my new stuff.
Okay, I didn't know if you had any questions or anything in particular. And then yes.
So I actually like the blood fueled 2 that you picked.
Mhm.
So all I'm gonna do is add to it first strike.
Okay.
So those we speaking.
Literally with armor. So the bow and quiver of arrows,
Yes.
what does it have? I'm gonna put it in the machine and see what it's.
Forget what I call it, but basically the quiver will refill itself unlimited. You'll never run out of arrows. And if you put magic arrows in it, it'll double the number of magic arrows, but it's not infinite. But it can, if you put in 1, then it'll give you 2. Yeah. So you're not infinite on super special arrows type thing. And the bow itself type thing, when you take the bow, all of a sudden the bow is gone and you're just hiding. It's just got this little tiny like handle type thing in your hand. And when you go to pull it, all of a sudden a bow appears like an energy string. And so basically that has the one where you can choose to add an elemental damage to it.
Yes, we are going to add elemental damage.
Yeah, it's well, the bow itself has it on it, you know what I mean, type thing. It has the elemental damage. I'm trying to remember what I call
Barbarians
it.
have a skill called feral instinct.
But it's
roll 2 dice for determining initiative. And now I have first strike rune, which means I get a +6
I'll find
and I
it.
get to roll.
But
2d20 and
it's
pick the highest.
it's the one on the list that
That's
says you can add the elemental damage, elemental magic damage, D4 of one of the types of your choosing: fire, cold, or lightning. So so that's what that has. All right, so Hope goes, hey, I don't mean to bail on you, but I sense my mom's getting close. I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to go. I'll try to check back on you, in a minute. Oh, there she is, and she goes like this, and a little flower appears, and you see, Woe's, going up to one of the fates, and she's about ready to snap her neck, and Hope dives through the thing and tackles her mom type thing, and it's quite the funny battle, because Woe's like, how dare you interfere with my, and then all of a sudden there's this sweaty dirty foot to the side of the face type thing, and then she goes up one of the walls and comes down with an elder like this, and she's like, and then she's got her mom in like a headlock like this, and she's like, oh God, and then it was like, because like she's right there in the armpit.
Cal looks at all this and goes, Ah, it's a woman.
you know, and so the portal closes type thing. But so she's
Callum reaches out his hand and goes, call me.
So, I'm gonna look at Arbor, I'm gonna say, Arbor. You are incredible and wonderful, exactly as you are. But I feel like I am incapable of communicating with you in the way that you deserve to be communicated with. And as your mistress, I would like to use this machine to learn how to better communicate with you. And I'm gonna put Arbor in the machine. And I'm gonna see what Arbor already has on him
Mhm.
from this list.
Um,
Or does he blow it up?
as far as that goes, it doesn't blow up the machine. He has intelligence 2, but you're not attuned to him, so you can't understand him, you know, type thing.
Okay, well, now I know.
And so you have that. He's got indestructible, immovable, you know, on him. And he also has the ability to fly, but for some reason that's turned off. There's like a password protected on it.
Okay. So I'm not attuned to him.
No.
Buddy, just on a side note, when I first got Steve, he couldn't talk to me either. I had to spend the time between like 3 game sessions specifically working and practicing things with him. I don't know if that'll help you with Arbor or not, but
Yeah. Well, you said intelligent and immovable, and what was the other one? Indestructible?
Indestructible.
Okay.
And you know, like I said, he has some flight capabilities too, but that's turned off.
Okay.
And so, and all those are, you know, super high level enchantment. So his is like ancient magic. And your cloak thing speaks to you and says, you know, the one you call Arbor has a strange dialect.
Can you understand him?
Of course, mistress.
Okay, I'm not attuned to Arbor yet. That's something that we're gonna work on, but I want to know.
He mostly just insults everybody.
I know, I've guessed at least that much.
He says my enchantments are inferior and that I should be sent to the incinerator.
Jennifer. Well, if I could put him in timeout, I would. Maybe I'll just leave him in the machine a little longer. No, I want to know who created all of these magical items. I mean, obviously, you have magical items to begin with. You were put into this machine before, I'm assuming, yes?
You know, the cloak?
Yeah.
No, I was created by wizards long ago.
You were created by wizards long ago. Okay.
A wizard did it.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out who created this machine, because I feel like that is going to be a key for
you've got
us.
the manual, just look on the front page.
I'm supposed to be smart. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna look on the manual.
The manuals, it's not authored, you know, type thing. It doesn't say by who type thing.
Okay.
Okay, just one of the things I teach in my writing classes is you can't write a character that's smarter than you are. You can say that they're smart, but they'll only act as smart as you are.
And
I do have a suspicion that the creator of this is also that same professor guy that showed up the wizard last time with the
I'm thinking too, but I don't remember what his name was, and I don't know, because there are so many like craftsmanship items in here. And like, we could sit here and just play with the magic weapons and armor and make cool stuff with our stuff all day, but like, we still have a mission to solve.
Yes,
you know?
we do.
And we still have a puzzle to figure out. And so I guess I was thinking that maybe all of this was linked somehow to the Devil's Craftsman. Does that make sense?
you know, and you know, Steve is sensing the same energy in here as the devil's craftsman items.
Okay.
Brian.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. I really think that this professor guy is actually our craftsman, and that's who we need to go and find.
I wonder if we should actually call Death and have him confiscate the machine. It seems like he'd want possession of it.
Let's
Before
try.
he has it, can we keep playing with it?
Yeah, if he confiscates it,
We're done.
it goes into the vault.
My dull sword of sharpness,
Yes.
does it just have one trait right now?
Give it sharp 3.
Because right now it does the psychic damage type thing.
Yeah.
And it also has an extended crit, doesn't it?
Yes.
So it has 2 traits.
It has 2 traits.
Oh, I have a ring infernal.
Yeah.
What
I'm gonna-
if?
Yeah.
Where was
I'm
it?
gonna
So
spell.
now what's going on through all this is all of a sudden there's a couple portals that like open up type thing, and you all of a sudden Woe tackles Hope to the ground type thing, and she's going like this, and she's trying to hit her, and Hope headbutts her type thing, and and then all of a sudden they fall through the floor, you know what I mean, and then they come out through the other wall, type thing, and then come down from the ceiling through the floor, down from the ceiling through the floor,
Ooh,
through the floor.
can Callum jump in and try and help?
You could try, and so and then so one time that they stopped fighting for a minute, and they're looking around like, we've been following a long time.
We've been fine.
Yeah, going faster and faster and faster.
Roll a 17.
17, yeah, you're in this free fall, like sort of vortex, sort of a thing. And then all of a sudden you just kind of come out the side, roll on the ground as like those two roll, and then go back through like another portal type thing. Woe tries to disappear through a portal, and you see Hope's hand reach through, almost seems into nothing, and she just pulls hair, and hair just seems to come out of like nowhere, and Woe's like, ah! type thing, and she goes like this, and Woe is like, it's a very comical fight type thing, and Woe goes, makes her nails get long, they start dripping with acid, and Hope goes and kicks her in the below the belt type thing, and she's like, sorry, Mom. And then they're both gone again.
Okay, can I drop the psychic damage on my sword in order to get mastercrafted on my dull sword?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Mhm.
So I can do that and have the extended crit still?
Yes.
Okay.
So I just have a dagger, because like when I made the character, it made me have, like, it just gave me.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna add stuff to that dagger, if that's okay.
Yes, but we're gonna be on initiative right now.
Okay. And I can have up to 3 slots, right?
Yeah.
Should we just tell you if we want to like use the machine on something and
Figure it out later.
figure it out later?
Yes.
Yeah, so should we all just be like,
So
okay,
that-
Gary?
Yeah, that's what I already did.
Yeah,
So
so I just so I don't slow things down, I have a dagger that I was gonna.
I'm
Put some
assuming
stuff on.
it's supposed to be magic
Okay.
damage 3.
Yeah.
Just right next to what I want from me.
Well, mostly I was gonna put some elemental damage on it so that he can start a fire just by tapping his dagger onto stuff.
We didn't
Nice.
pass the
That way he
fire.
can cook his meat.
Okay.
That's the way Callum thinks.
yeah,
But well, this little knife isn't as good as the big one, so
I actually want
might as well make it
to-
like a useful fire starter.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my dagger and the boomerang, so I'll just text you those later.
Okay. So now we are on initiative.
So
And-
I just put magic damage on that dagger, so it just gives me a +5 to all the damage on that dagger. Just kind of beefied up the damage on that. That's all I did to it,
Okay.
just to make it super simple and easy.
I rolled a 19 for initiative.
Initiative,
Yeah, we'll get to that.
that means we're fighting.
Now I'm gonna have to turn this.
Well. You finally outrolled me in initiative.
Yeah, finally rolled well on initiative. 16.
Okay. So we're going on 16.
Yep.
And we'll just leave Maisie where she was. And Aaron?
I got 21.
Nice.
Barbarians get to roll 2 dice, and I get a
And
plus
Estelle?
6 from my new magic weapon.
19.
Oh, something like that.
Colton? Cool. Okay, and then Abby? Oh, yeah, we already got it.
I was like 16.
Let's see, that's Bonnie, where's Molly? Oh, the small. So what are you?
22.
22, Brian, what are you?
21.
21. So we'll, and then.
I like the music.
I really like that.
It's kind of like beefy dagger.
Okay, so the bad guys are going +5. Oh, they're only going on a 9. Okay.
I'm okay with that.
I just wanna verify on durable, does that add realignment to the current AC?
Yes.
So I go to 20.
Yes, if it's it's just because some of the, it can get maybe dent in and, there to a little bit or rip through the armor and then you repair it there, though this doesn't happen.
Okay.
It's the bulletproof vest that doesn't go through.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure if I went up and
Yes, that should go up in armor class. Okay, so now these the others have a appeared type thing. There's 4 of them, as well as 5 of the wax statues from downstairs.
And we should have decapitated them all.
See, I had started, and y'all didn't do your part.
On the plus side, we took off most of their armor and weapons.
On 2. So I mean, it has to be dead by blood loss at this point.
Sorry, what was that, Brian?
I said on the plus side, we removed most of their armor and weapons.
Yes, yes. So Molly.
I mean, I've exsanguinated at least one, and you decapitated another.
I'm gonna try
That
out
was
my
honorable
my
combat.
knife. Rope or my newly enhanced, I have that harpoon knife. The rope.
Okay, yeah, just tell me what you're doing.
Um,
Not much.
it's okay, cause I have advantage on it.
Oh, awesome. Not much. That was,
Yeah, I got a 5 and a 2.
Okay, and
did you have ring rolls?
Nope. Stripped over my stuff.
what are you doing,
We
Brian?
were too excited and we fumbled.
Am I seeing the right view?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay,
because that's where we're at.
I meant to do that. So, do you want an overhead view?
I want you to snatch it.
Yeah, that works.
God.
Where are buddies at?
Ooh,
Is that one in the corner behind me? Is that one of the bad guys?
right?
In the corner behind you, let me see.
Next to the gray bench.
Let's see. Yes, in the corner behind you. I'll switch to the point of view camera and
Thank you.
I'll let you be able to see what so that should be point of view. That's what's behind you in the corner.
Is that one of the wax figures?
No, this is one of the others.
Wait, is that what Quentin looks like?
Oh, okay. The others, like, as in we fought them in the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a wax
Oh, he's on top.
wax figure, and that's one of the others.
Okay, and then it's got
I
a
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, other wax figure, wax figure, other wax figure, other and wax figure.
Okay. So I guess that's a wax figure that's closer to me. I'm gonna have to take care of him first. Otherwise, he's gonna hit me in the back.
some of them, my bases aren't large enough.
That's okay.
You know,
But isn't that the one that Callum decapitated?
Outside the wax figures are in the inside.
Yeah, yeah,
basically.
I can.
So, sorry, I'm trying to listen to Brian. What was that, Brian?
Isn't that wax figure behind me the one that Callum decapitated?
No, it was a different.
No, it's
No,
a,
no, that was an orc looking guy.
Oh,
different.
okay. All right. Well, then I'm gonna attempt to decapitate him.
Didn't look smart.
Okay.
I could tell just by looking at it.
Well, I
Because
didn't
that's
look
how
smart
intelligence-
today either. I didn't even think to look at the instructions manual for the name.
That's how intelligence works. You look at somewhere, you go.
That's a smooth magic.
Like my favorite little town can't read, so.
Hey, at least you don't have a negative intelligence,
Oh.
so.
I thought I
My
printed
intelligence is-
that out.
Yeah, mine's a 9 and I have a -1.
I think I'm gonna try and knock out one of the others with our,
Okay.
like,
Did you roll for damage?
I'm gonna try it.
I got a AC 23 and AC 18.
That's and are you hitting the wax guy or one of the others?
But well, the wax guy, I gotta take him out first, so he didn't hit me in the back.
Gotcha. Yes, you can. Let's see. I'm just gonna print off the stat for him. So that hits, you can roll your damage.
They both hit?
Yes, they both hit.
Okay.
And I'm printing off something that could have been printed, but for some reason I don't have it. Okay. So that wax guy you're fighting is right there. He's going to be number 1. I can when the wax are down.
Oh, wait. That's your honey badger, right, Abby?
Don't kill Abby's honey badger.
I just want to make sure that's your honey badger right in front of me, right? Okay.
Okay,
You know,
so
I just really get shocked.
there you go. So what damage did you do to the wax guy?
That's a 27 points to the head and neck area.
It is his name,
I'll put that on the tombstone.
Wait, what is his name?
Dennis.
Love it.
Soon to be former Dennis.
Nice, Dennis.
Okay, so the
You
wax
already got
guy
two
takes
of them.
21 points of damage. He's still up.
And you killed the hamster.
That's why I didn't have it. I didn't take it off the printer. Okay. So do you have any other attacks or doing anything else?
Am I close enough for Steve to hit him too?
Yeah, you're within 5 feet, or you could easily take a step and, you know, even if you weren't. I'm more just back everything up so the camera could focus on it a little bit.
So Steve did another 8 points.
Okay. 10,
Go Steve.
5. Okay, you're up to 35 points of damage on number 1. And then if that's it, Bonnie, or not Bonnie, Aaron.
All right, seeing all these people rush in, Callum can feel his barbarian bloodlust rising to the surface. He doesn't want to lose control because that's how he got divorced from his wife. So he reaches into his pouch and pulls out a hamster so that he could crush it and control his rage.
As he pulls out the hamster, Estelle's just gonna say no, and she's gonna grab the hamster from him.
Well,
Callum goes to squish it, but there's nothing but air, and he loses control and goes into a barbarian rage. He draws his sword and says, "They can take our hamsters, and they can take our lives. What do they take?"
My God.
And he's gonna rush here and attack the other. He tried to control himself.
I realize that.
Now he's in a rage. All right, what's the AC on this other, Gary?
it's 12.
12, okay. So first attack gets 19 hits And he's allowed an extra attack per turn, which rolls a 21 and also hits. And when he's in a rage, he can do a third attack
my
as a
gosh.
bonus action,
What are you with your gun?
which rolls 25. I'll just
That's
put it in there.
why he moved.
Which also hits. So he hits this guy with his new sword all 3 times,
Yeah.
screaming, "Get out of my swamp!"
I love how he just says Mod Podge.
All right, so first hit is going to do, let me do my calculator.
That's 11.
Yeah, it's 11 plus 7, that's 18. Second is 8, 11. Nope. All right, cool. That's 7. Third hit. 7. He does 54 damage to this guy.
50.
What are you doing in the swamp? It's an over and over.
That's more than he has.
Can we,
Type thing.
Aaron, a face point for all of the big buff dude references?
Yes, we can give him a.
Shrek is buff, but okay.
He took on an entire platoon at night.
He fought like 50 guys.
In armor.
He wasn't strong. I said he wasn't buff, and yes, there is a difference.
Think about shrimp.
Okay.
He has a lot of squish. Your turn like that.
No, he's not rich.
So,
See, I remember.
I
I'm
am
gonna
a
throw the
fan of-
hamster in the
It's all
pack
muscle.
for a
You
minute.
can't cuddle with that.
I'm
It's
going to use my bonus action to hit Shalala, which allows me to hit with Arbor. Yes, with Arbor. Sorry, Arbor.
He's going to hate you.
I know he's gonna hate me, but it has a purpose. It allows me to use Arbor to hit with my spell modifier instead of a regular modifier. And so then I'm going to try and whack the other kind of the one that's closest to me.
Okay.
Right, I think it's this one, right?
Yes, so.
Okay.
So, well, there's a wax person in the way. You want to hit the wax person or move around to the other, it's gonna provoke an attack of opportunity. It's just, tight of space.
Can I tell the cape to push the wax guy out of the way?
It'll attempt it.
Okay,
So, it doesn't manage to make it, the wax thing jumps out of the way.
it does jump,
Yeah.
but it drops out of the way.
Yeah, it moves out of the way.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in for the other and I'm gonna hit it, whack it kind of in the body, not
Well,
the
it
head.
moves out of the way of the attack, it's still.
It's still
It's still in my way.
Yeah.
So
Okay, well,
then it's just normal, let's do.
all right, that changes what I wanna do.
That's fine.
Cause I didn't see that guy there. I guess I,
You just hit it with. Shillelagh.
yeah, I guess I can. I guess I'll just hit it with Shillelagh and kind of push it out of the way and then I'll move towards the other group next. hit.
Magic damage.
I hit for 18,
18 hits,
okay,
and
and
you're just trying to push it out of the way, is what you're saying?
well, I mean.
Just hit it.
I was just gonna hit it and then go around it, is what I was thinking. Does that make sense?
Okay, you're
Go for the-
hitting it, do some damage.
Okay,
I think that's.
8 points of damage. Not super high. No.
8 points.
And then I would just move more toward the other.
It makes.
Okay,
It makes.
so you're
touch attacks.
moving towards it or actually gonna go to attack it?
I can't attack a second time on my turn, unfortunately. But yeah, I would move towards it because that's next round plan.
Gotcha, you're moving past it, it's going to provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
On the wax guy. And it's
That's how much damage to you.
AC 16.
60, max of 16.
Yeah, that would hit, but my armor has stone pins too, so that will prevent the damage from the
But.
Yes, there's a flash and you prevented 15 points of damage.
Sweet.
Okay, so, and you'll have to remind me, because I'll forget
Really
like
familiar.
stuff like
Yeah,
that, so you
but
did exactly what you were supposed to do.
Most
And then that was,
You'll have to go
Yeah.
close.
yeah, because
Most of-
it's actually,
So most of these.
Bonnie
are
went back, I
range,
forgot to move
but they're
this, is what I
not-
did. So,
Okay. So I knew what I wanted to do, but then everyone started killing everything. So is there anything still alive in my?
there's only one thing that, Stan, Aaron's the only one who's dropped anything.
Oh, okay. So then, I'm going, what's the closest thing to me? A wax figure
Okay, I'll
or
give you,
what other?
Sort of an overhead view here. And so, let's see, where's your,
I'm the- yeah,
you're
that one.
here.
Yeah.
And so there's a wax figure and another a wax figure, wax figure other.
Let's do the other that's in this corner closest to
This one?
Senpai. Nope, the other corner.
Oh,
I think you're talking about this.
oh, this wax guy?
That's
This
what that's
one.
guy.
Oh, okay, this other.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I'm right there. So let's attack this other.
Okay, then you have this wax guy. If you move past, it's gonna provoke an attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay, then let's just do the wax guy. Let's,
Just gonna do
that
number
one.
3
Yeah, we'll
wax
just
guy.
do the wax guy.
Okay.
And we'll use my newfound bow and arrow. And we're just going to shoot at him.
What would you push?
Well, you want from the,
Okay.
okay, that's the point of view. That's a point of view of Estelle.
So 20 to hit.
So this is sort of what you see. You have the bookshelf out already. Oh, that's the overhead view.
You're on the right.
Yeah, and then this is the, this is what you see.
Okay, so I got a 20 to hit it.
There's a giant in the back.
You got a 20 to hit, that works.
Yes,
It's number 3.
and then 8 damage and then 3 lightning damage.
Okay, 8 damage and 3 lightning damage. And so 11 points of damage.
Total, yes.
So 19 points total. On number 3, he's still up. Are you doing anything else?
Yes, I do have one more attack, I think. We're going to cast poison spray.
Okay,
Um,
do it.
so they have to make a Constitution saving throw, or they will be continuously poisoned.
Ooh, it smells like
Um,
lavender.
It's the wax guy is immune to poison.
Fine. It's got a 10-foot radius though, so anything in that radius.
Oh, so I.
Oh, it's me, Maddie?
Me?
No,
Is that right?
so I centered
Oh, okay.
it on the wax thing, so it'll just be the wax and the other behind it.
So I think you, because you said you had how much of a radius?
10 feet.
10 feet, so you're gonna be more centering it on the other behind, it's more what you're gonna say. Because you centered it on her, then on the wax, then Molly's in the 10-foot radius.
Okay, then yeah, let's center it on the other then,
Is it
so
Molly
the.
or Maddie? Have I been saying it wrong?
It's Molly.
Okay,
I've been saying it wrong. Oh, I'm just gonna keep calling her Maddie.
all right, so,
So it automatically takes. 13, so it'll automatically take 13, and then if it doesn't. Make it on the Constitution saving throw, it will on its turn, it will take more damage.
on the Constitution,
Let's make
Yeah.
it stressful.
it got a 13, what did it need to make?
It needs to make a 15.
Then it didn't make it.
Okay, so on its turn, it will take I'll roll again for more damage.
And what was the damage right now, is that?
14.
14. Okay, it takes 14 damage, and now it's Maisie's turn. And so So now Maisie goes and to the foot and kind of like pegs it to the floor. You know, type thing.
We tell her, good, this time, yes, this time, yes.
Good girl.
Yeah, she's looking around to see if anyone yells at her, you know. And so that's the
It was all you got, kiddo.
number 3. So it's yeah, Maisie stabs it in the foot, and then it goes to Tyrex.
Cool. So Tyrex, so the others they're recognizable by me, right? Like I would recognize them from the previous engagement we had with these?
Yes.
Okay, so Tyrex is just gonna see the other and he's just gonna just start charging forward.
You want the other or the wax guys in the pass?
He's gonna go charging right past the wax guy. And he's gonna do like a little footballer thing where he like does this nice little twist around it, even if it provokes an opportunity attack. He's gonna go around that guy to attack the other. Okay, cool. So first attack, I roll with the advantage. Yeah, that's cool. That's 18 on the first one.
Okay.
And the second one is terrible, both rolls. Cool.
Sometimes that's just the new.
Yeah, so the second one definitely does not hit. But let's see, and then I roll for what? D8 and 3. And I'm going to use a second level spell slot to pump in a smite on this one. And that would be 2, so 4. So I'm gonna roll this 5 times.
Did he already say damage?
No.
He's doing damage.
1 plus 2, 7, 5 is 12.
Yeah.
And then one more is 4, which is 16.
Yep.
So that's 19 points of damage.
Okay.
And some of that is radiant, if that matters.
19 points of damage to another. He is still standing. And that was total. That's all your damage with everything together. Is 19. Okay.
yeah.
I want to make sure I didn't, because I was setting up some stuff. I was looking at you.
Headshot.
Well, the headshot is a called shot, and you know.
Second sooner.
Yeah.
With the other that makes it easy.
Okay. So now it goes the bad guys.
Oh, no.
Yes. And so we're going to switch off that. Let's
So-
go to the,
The one I poisoned takes an additional 10 points of damage.
okay, which was number, yeah, okay, so that's number 4 takes 10, so it's a 24. So yours is number 4, if you can remember, that'll make it a little easier point to it. That works too. But okay, so now we'll
Yeah.
the wax person, since it's closest to Carrie, is going to attack. The other is going to attack Buddy, and let's see, let's start with that. So Buddy, AC 16.
That hits.
Okay.
I squish.
AC 16. So you get 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then you're gonna have to make a will save. And so you're gonna have to beat a 15.
21.
Okay, because Steve now.
I flipped him off.
Yeah.
No sleep.
No sleep,
I flip it off.
sleep bad.
You know, amazing.
Sleep pad.
You're not supposed to do that. I got grounded for like 3 days.
Maisie, you can flip off the bat, guys. It's okay. I'll allow it.
So then, let's see, now the wax guy is going to attack Carrie. Yes, so I only got an AC 12 on the first attack,
This is
and an AC 12, the exact same thing. So you didn't get anything. A new.
it's not here.
Not a new, okay, but
Vexus.
Vexus, it's gonna take me a second. So, Abby, I rolled a nat 20,
Gross.
right? So, and that's from the other, so, 20 points of damage. Because it's I crit.
It's okay.
And then, let's see, because we got the, and then roll me a will save. You have to beat a 12 on this time. And it says sleep now.
Let's try that again. Have to beat a what, a 12?
Yeah.
18, so we're good.
Okay. 18. Ryan, you have 2 wax guys attacking you. I hit AC 10, AC 9, AC 8, and AC 10, 12, AC 13.
A whole bunch of whiffs.
So, okay, well, that's
I'm a 16.
just the luck of the roll. And so these guys are gonna attack.
No way, that's my super awesome dodging.
Yeah,
I mean, you are kind of short, so
so,
Combination of the two.
let's see. So 12 on Tyrex. No, that's right, you got like 19 or something. So, Will and AC 18, it says sleep now.
And what am I rolling?
Roll your will.
Yeah, will save. You're trying to fight to stay awake.
you gotta be 18, my dude.
Mhm.
So I have a super cute weird brain.
And what modifier to use for that one?
Your will modifier. You're gonna have to roll your
Yeah,
will.
we
Wait, okay, you're gonna do that before we leave today.
yeah. So,
I have a +2.
so just say you're +2 or whatever.
Okay.
Stat.
Yeah, nope, I'm asleep.
What'd you get?
Um,
A full 7.
You just off in the corner, you just hear a
yeah,
thump as Tyrex falls over.
so then you
And
have,
then his tail goes plop.
His
So
will.
just hear this really,
Oh, my also goes down.
you hear this really off.
Oh.
speaker goes down and slams you, and gets, and does 30 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Wow. Right,
Great.
someone's gonna wanna wake him up.
Yeah, I'll go help.
Ow.
And then wax guy. And so I get 4 attacks on you. And,
AC 17.
well, with the wax guys, I definitely hit that. I hit you again. I missed you. And I hit you again. So, so it's plus the, so 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 plus 9 plus 6 and 8. 48 points of damage.
Okay, well, what was the first hit that hit me?
AC wise,
No, because my armor absorbs the first hit.
oh, the first hit was the 31.
Okay.
So then that means you have the
Oh, great.
9,
I forgot.
So he takes 17 points.
You
of
have
damage.
one.
You got
Okay. So now that
Ignore 5.
that goes to Molly.
Okay, I'm going to try again to, actually,
Because I can't actively use my shield right now.
how close after I go are you?
Well, Q goes, and then Callum goes, and then I go.
Okay, cause we talked about trying to capture one of the others.
I'm-
I Harvard's the only one.
Harbour to hold one of the
Yeah.
other. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to rope one so it doesn't go away using my knife thing. A 2. But I get a second attack, which is 13.
You might
They're-
wanna just use a
They're
token.
AC 12.
Okay,
They don't have terribly high
okay,
AC.
so I got a 13
Okay.
and then I,
That's
that's hot. I just try to wrap him with the rope that's on my knife.
So this one over here in the corner, number 4,
No,
It's very
because-
weak.
because
this one.
it's taking poison. So no,
Oh, so not that one. Which
No.
one are you?
Which one are you doing?
the one behind,
This one?
yeah,
Okay, so
I'm like, he's about to take even more damage.
yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't wanna capture the one you've already poisoned, I wanna capture one we can crush it.
and what are you doing
I'm
with
just
that?
like, kind of like. Almost like a grapple, but grapple with a rope, so I don't know if there's a term in
You're like hog tying him.
yeah,
So, not exactly your point of view, but you'll
Yeah.
see what's
Close
going
enough.
on. Yes, so, okay, so you're trying to, basically whip it around him type thing.
Lasso.
Yeah, kind of like Indiana Jones
Yeah.
whip type thing. So that's one of the capabilities. So yeah, you wrap around. On his turn, it doesn't last long because he has telekinetic powers type thing, so he can actually unwrap things with his mind, type thing.
okay,
So,
but it'll be her turn before it gets to his turn.
Yes.
okay, so that will make it easier for him, but like on his turn, he can undo it.
Yeah.
He can't undo Arbor,
Right,
you know what I mean, type thing. Arbor was done with high magic, type thing, and unmovable is not exaggeration with Arbor. Okay, so that's, are you doing anything else?
No.
Okay, Quentin. Brian?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Tell me what view you want, I can do whatever you need.
Wherever I am looking at.
Okay, so.
I think there was still another one in the corner in front of me, but I couldn't see if somebody else took care of that.
Yeah, well, one of them moved, so these are the 2 you can see, and I'll switch to an overhead view. So you can see that.
Okay. The red one's the one I was beating up already, right?
Yes,
Okay.
done 35 points of damage to that one already.
I will just keep going at him until I get him knocked down, and then I'll take his buddy down.
I want to do
Just keep doing whatever it is you're doing over there.
Okay, roll for some damage.
All right, I got 2 good hits. And 18?
18 for damage.
Yes.
Okay, yes, and so all these guys at AC 12, you know what I mean, just so you know, you can just tell me if you hit or not. So that way I won't get confused and write down.
All of the wax figures too.
Yes,
Yeah.
oh wait, that was 18 on the one you already damaged, right?
Correct.
Sorry, I wrote it
That was enough to kill him.
I wrote it down on the wrong guy, hold on. So,
You can write it on both if you want.
let's see.
Both.
4
Both
and
is
5.
good.
53, that is more than number 1 had, number 1 is down. Woot woot.
All right. And then Steve's going to take a crack at the other one.
Go,
And he's
Steve.
Good. And 6 points on that.
6 points. Okay. So then we go to Aaron.
All right. See, Callum's seen his shake buddy down on the ground. He calls out, "Don't worry, lad, I'll save you." And he's gonna run over there to try and kill the attackers that are hurting him. So I'm gonna disengage. Now, one of Callum's special abilities as an eagle totem warrior is attacks of opportunity always have disadvantage against him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
So he's gonna rush over here
Mm-hmm.
to attack them. So these guys do get attacks of opportunity, but they're at disadvantage.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll an attack of opportunity. That's the lowest, so I got 11 and a 2. So even when that's not an issue. And a 15 and a 3. So they're both
You're just really fast.
At disadvantage, they can't hit you.
You have a 40-foot movement.
So and
Yeah.
now that's your each of you.
What's that?
Are you human?
The eagle is like my spirit animal.
Well,
so
no, like what race are you?
Yeah, human.
You're just human?
a couple more levels, I'll actually be able to fly. Seriously.
That's cool.
Okay, so
All right. So I'm gonna focus on the other.
yeah.
Okay, first one hits. Second one still hits. Third one misses.
So that other is number 5. Okay. It's damage.
Yes, the user calculator.
I do.
I use a calculator sometimes.
That's just a lot of dice.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use my blood fueled ability to do D6 damage to myself. It's just 3. In order to get extra damage. Because that sounds really fun right now. 4 and 9 is 18. 4 and 8 is 12. So that other takes 55 points of damage.
Okay, and that's number 5. That's more than the other has. So the other falls, and a squiggly thing of light starts to come out of a crack in its skull that you made, and you see it gets into the air and just kind of dissipates and blows away. And so now there's this the clay guy, well, the wax guy,
Yeah,
who's,
I'm hoping that I can distract the wax guy.
Estelle.
Oh, okay. Well,
I got one of the
You
guys on
need
here.
to go put Arbor against the.
I know. Okay, do I pin him in a corner? Is that gonna be the best way to pin him?
Well, Arbor can only go, well, if he was in the corner, you could go up and down like that, up against the wall type thing. Basically, if you press into somebody, because I mean, it's even if you can only press so far, you can dent into the stomach, whatever that
Make
pressure
him
is.
On the floor and press him down.
I like the floor idea.
very strong.
Yeah, she would have to knock him to the floor with her physical strength and then put armor on.
Oh.
But she can also,
Could have done that.
so she can also,
Do that if I do.
just like push as hard as she can
Okay.
and then tell Arbor to stay. And then,
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm gonna come over to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't know if it's gonna provoke an attack of opportunity for Maze too.
Well,
you're gonna disengage that one. Maisie's fighting that.
this
One,
one
three.
is
He's being
poisoned.
poisoned, I know.
Mhm. So yes, you're gonna get one attack of opportunity, but
Okay, it's worth it. Okay, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna, like you said, pin it against his stomach and I'm gonna say, Arbor, hold. Don't move.
Arbor, day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Arbor, stay.
Everything.
Wait. Make Arbor hold him.
so we have. And so you can see the overhead view of it, what's going on here, and then. The camera can only get so close because there's figures and stuff in the way, so that's about as much point of view as you can get. So you go over there and then your cloak says. Arbor says he doesn't like being spoken to as a dog. He's one of the most powerful arcane objects ever created, and he would like you to ask him to do things in the future. And then he called you a name.
You're gonna put up with
Arbor,
that? Gonna let him talk to you like that?
I realize that you are an arcane, beautiful, wonderful work of art, and I am sorry that I used such term. In the future, I promise to ask you politely, will you please stay against this awful creature so that we can get the information from it later? Thank you. I don't know if that would take my whole,
Yeah, by the time you run over there.
yeah, that's
press,
a lot.
And I still have an attack of opportunity
Yeah, I
to
know.
do. Oh, and yeah, so I got AC a whole bunch, so
Yeah, my AC is a whole like
on that.
40.
And then I got plus because that was a clay guy you ran past, so he clips you for 15.
Ow. Okay.
Okay,
Still might have to be invisible for a minute, guys.
and so Maisie's winding up again.
You totally
And-
skipped me.
Did I skip you? Sorry, yes.
We're just really.
I rolled a 20 on Maisie, by the way, that's right there.
Oh.
Left Maisie.
So backing out gets an additional 9 points of damage. And then
Number 4 gets
Yeah.
9. Okay,
yeah, that's just from him already being poisoned. That's not my attack or anything. So I'm going to take my dagger and stab the wax guy that's right there that I've already shot at.
so let's see, where did you go? You are right there, so you're stabbing at number 3? Is that what you're?
Yeah.
doing? This one?
Yes.
Okay,
So it hits and it does an additional 9 points of damage.
9 points on 3.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Is that it?
We're going to do poison spray on him too.
On the wax person?
Yeah, well, that,
We already-
we already established that he's, so yeah, so, my other cantrips were. I can use acid splash on him. To try and melt him.
Do you know where
We
it
like
is, or do
acid.
you want me to come back to you, or?
Come back.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so if it can so if it can succeed on a dex saving throw, it doesn't get hit. Otherwise,
I did pretty well.
We're supposed to see.
You might not even bother,
Oh man, I don't even know which dice it is. Is it the 2? It's the 2. You roll the 2.
Gary has an amazing poker face, you'd never know.
and it takes another 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage, and that would. Let me say again. It was 9, 2. Okay, and now Maisie had a nat 20. So she does 5 points of damage, and 20 is 10 to.
Dang, Maisie packed a punch.
Oh, she got a critical. She to number 3, so 50. So this,
God.
so that, so no, that no, would you because you already damaged it, so
Oh, yeah.
that equals more than it had.
I'm like,
So it falls, and she's like, I did it, I killed it.
You know, we've got this little like little kid's burger thing. We should just dress her up like an anime girl at this point.
So that was
Make her like one of those like little cute assassons that you see every now and then.
we need to print a new Maisie model and give her like the like
Was-
pigtails
and now it goes
Like down to the floor.
because like.
If the guy died in my own way, or do I have to roll a will save again?
Yes, so it's on your turn, roll a will save. And you can roll it with advantage because you're used to their effects.
Cool. Yeah, the best one was 8.
You got any fate points or reroll token or?
You have,
So I'll wake him up on my turn.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I don't have enough fate points because it was 13.
yes,
Yeah, no, I don't have enough fate points for that.
okay. Okay, so,
That was an exciting turn, Tyra.
I mean, when you get put to sleep.
You get so much.
yeah, sorry, that's the,
Is it the bad guy's turn?
that's the bad guys, and so the clay guys will turn to big red.
Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted.
Big
You
red.
hitting me with your weapons, you've fallen right into my trap.
So, I think you have like, what's
Big
your
red.
AC?
17.
Because, 8, 9, 14, no. And, yeah, that's, no. So, yeah, he tried to hit you. I mean, he really did. I mean,
Just bounced
Just
off my
so tall.
pectorals.
oh, but
Throw or take more poison damage.
okay, so, on his turn, Constitution saving throw. Yeah, no, he didn't make it. I got a 1. So give me double damage for him.
Double damage, so.
I rolled a 1.
26.
26, more than he had. So he's down, and
Poison spray did more damage.
now you have another clay guy come
Level 1's
up behind you.
It is.
You
No.
got
Yes, it is.
a 17 because you were above 17, weren't you,
Me?
Aaron?
Aaron.
Yes, I'm a
Okay.
17.
And then Brian, okay, well, that one's probably his. Then I got an AC 24.
Okay, yeah, that one hit.
Okay, and so, I don't have to roll, I'm just doing the average on that one. So that's because that's a clay guy. Yes, 15 points of damage.
Got it.
And see, I have another other thing, and it's going after Carrie. And I got a nat 20.
Is it? It's not the one that's pinned against the wall, is it?
And it is the one that's pinned against
Can
the
it
wall.
attack?
No, but it can tell her sleep. We'll see.
Don't fall asleep. My lucky dice go.
got mixed up, the unlucky dice, okay, it's okay, I got, no, I got a 19.
Okay, you don't go to sleep, type thing. And one way or another, I'm gonna have Pyrex wake up because it's on fun to be slept this next time, type thing. So,
Where's Maisie? She's real good at waking Tyrex up. Oh,
That wasn't me, it was Bonnie.
Oh, that was Bonnie, that's right.
so on your next one, you're just awake.
Okay.
Because it's not gonna be any fun. Okay, so then, Molly,
So. The wax guy can attack.
let's see. There's a wax guy, and then there's a wax guy here,
Okay,
and
so I'll attack the one you just pushed because that's the one I'm closest to.
with this one or this one.
That one,
Okay, and let's see, you are here,
yeah. So
so you're gonna
I
come
gotta,
around.
yeah,
I'm just gonna move this body out of the way for the sake of the camera.
The fact that it's real fabric just makes it really cute.
And
Okay, I got a 19, AC 19, AC 19. AC 12.
he has an AC 12, so he 12 doesn't hit times.
Okay, and then AC 13, so
Yep.
3 of them hit.
Yep.
So now I gotta do damage.
Quentin, you're up after this, so start thinking about what you want to do.
I just want to kill them all.
Okay, that's straightforward. Thanks. I got it.
Is this one dead now?
Yes.
Buddy's already got one on lockdown, right?
Yep.
Yeah, this one's on lockdown. And we'll put a little thing on him. That says,
So we got
this one says paralyzed,
that
but
one,
you know, you got the
that
idea.
one, and those two. That one,
Yeah,
that one,
so
those two.
yeah, these, I don't have numbers for those.
Oh, it's fine.
yet, but
Yeah, it's these two guys and these two guys, right? Yes, besides the pin one, yes. Okay.
That's my
Yeah.
little Google of myself, but I used to do it.
What's damage?
59 points of damage to.
Oh,
Camera.
Well, I put my harpoon knife through the magic machine and got sharp. That's
nice.
10.
Okay. So, so he
That'd
falls,
be great for shaving.
plus him non-magical, you know, which has advantages because it dispel magic or anything like that can interfere with it. But also if something is immune to anything that's not magical, then it doesn't affect it. So, okay, so that one's down. That was number 6, is down. And then it goes, Quentin.
Yep. So there's still that one other in front of me, right?
There's one, well, it's behind you, but you can just turn around and get him. But so
Oh,
that,
this is not the one I was attacking before.
Other than the one that's pinned against the wall or.
yeah, the one you were attacking before is down. Someone killed it. So this is
Oh,
the,
I missed that. Sorry.
yeah, so you can see from an overhead point of view it's in front of you, and then from the and from the regular point of view camera, that's what you see.
Yep. And this is a wax guy, right?
Yes, that's a wax guy.
I never felt like
He hasn't had damage yet. He's number 7.
What's the bar? We very rarely get to part of force quarters that was
Do it.
Okay.
Don't even ask. Do it.
It's so chaotic.
Okay, so
It's just chaotic as.
roll your attacks and damage. If you
What?
hit above an AC 12, then
It's
you hit.
that on my hamster.
Yes, I did.
Good.
And all together between my 2 attacks and Steve, we did a total of 35 points.
35.
Nice.
Head and neck area.
To the head and neck area. And so did you still do that at a -2 if you're specifically calling out the head and neck?
Yeah, I was well above 12 on my attacks.
Okay, so then that does double damage. Oh no, wait, he's sorry. He's a wax guy, so that does not take him down. That would have been different if it was an other.
Are there any more others other than the one that's pinned against the wall?
No,
I killed them all.
not at the moment. So he took the damage,
I could wheeze.
and then Aaron.
All right. So Callum's got a wax figure in front of him, a wax figure behind him, and in his berserk rage, he goes, clever strategy. Going up to a barbarian and fighting him in close combat. Oh wait, not smart, incredibly stupid. And then he hits the guy over and over. I thought that was
It is fun.
it's 9. And he does 36 damage to the one right in front of him.
36. That's 36 to number 9. 36. Okay, so got that, and then it goes Estelle.
This is really chaotic and ridiculous, and I really hope you'll let me do it. So, note, Estelle's gonna take the hamster that's in her backpack out, put it on the ground.
My hamster.
Your hamster. I named him Rufus.
You're not supposed to name it.
I
When you
did.
name it, you get attached
Hold
to
on.
it.
I'm gonna cast polymorph on it. And I want to make it just this really massive hamster with these giant, like almost like giant beaver teeth. And I want him to just start gnawing on one of
Yes.
start gnawing on the nearest wax guy, which I guess is this guy.
Okay.
I don't know what you want me to roll.
That model is just too perfect.
Roll me a D8 for
D8.
damage, and we'll say
We
it's
gotta roll to attack.
Oh,
yeah, roll an attack die, and we'll give you a +1.
oh wow, he only rolled a 7.
Oh man, it was cool. Roll it again. I'll give you an advantage.
Okay. Oh my gosh, you rolled a 7 again. You have any?
That's 14 together.
I can make it a 13. I can make it a 13 if I use all my fate points.
Do it.
Okay, I'll make it a 13 and use all my fate points.
Mhm.
And Rufus is gonna hit him for. What did you say it was on the attack? A D8, and was there a plus to it?
Yeah, you can add a +1 to it.
So 9 points of damage.
9 points. 7.
Rufus is mean.
Well, just a tiny hamster, man. He needs revenge. He's afraid he's gonna die. And...
Hamsters are vicious.
Okay, and you doing anything else?
Nope, that's my nonsense.
Okay,
Vexus.
Vexus.
Okay,
I'm so excited. That's gonna be good eat back to the bottle.
Buster, is Rufus nomming on the only bad guy left
Gnawing, oh my god.
that's not against the wall?
No, you got these two.
Okay, then we're going to, and they're all wax, right?
Those guys wax, yep.
Okay, so I'm going to do acid splash at both of them because I can do 2 creatures at the same time.
Roll a concentration check. with
So,
concentration.
unless they pass a dex saving throw, they will automatically be hit with 2 successes.
Yeah, so that's.
And one will take 5 points of damage, and the second one will take 4 points of damage if they don't. out of the way.
First one moved out of the way, the one that already damaged did not. And what damage did we say?
The first one would have taken 5, the second one took 4.
So, okay, so that's 4. Still up.
Okay, and I can take another, I can do another attack, so I'm going to shoot my bow and arrow at the one that has is the less HP.
Mhm.
Which one, whatever one is easiest to kill, I'm going to shoot
9.
that
would
one.
be, that one.
Okay. So I hit him. And
You want to roll this, Abby? Keep losing them.
what? That's okay. And then it's going to do. Let's roll a d4. So 8 points of damage, but 4 of those are lightning.
Okay. All right, so Maisie went and missed. I rolled it while you were calculating, so it's you're up.
I'm up, okay.
Yeah.
So Tyrex is gonna come to and kind of rub his face like, ow, stand up and spit out a tooth from being punched so freaking hard. Turn to the goal and be like, that really hurt, and just start swinging at it. Whoops.
Your die missed the die.
That's an 18 on the first hit
Okay.
and miss on the second hit. These dice are not liking you tonight.
Okay. Well, that's probably, he doesn't have much left, so it's probably enough.
Yeah, and I'll put in a smite with the first level spell slot, do it extra.
Yeah, he's not looking too good as it is.
He got
So,
wailed on
so
by
yeah.
Callum. That's true.
Very much bleeding from many orifices.
4, 8,
I hit by a great
and
sword
11.
twice.
11, how much?
I
Yeah, that's enough. Okay, so he's down.
But that's just because I have a bonus
Okay.
action if I choose.
And it took your move to get up, so that's kind of what you were doing. And now the bad guys get to go. Have left, and so they're this one guy, except all I have left. Nope, I got another guy that's fighting a hamster. Okay, so yeah, I definitely didn't hit you there, and I missed you both times. I got like a 2 and I think like a 3 or
It's
something.
bouncing off his rippling pectorals.
Yeah. Yeah, they're probably like, is that- All right, so
That's all I think of every time you say.
now it's gonna
Oh, I
attack
heard you
your
say it.
hamster. Not sure what that's.
Your hamster, what a great.
Giant hamster is gonna do a were hamster. But it's got an AC 14 and AC 17. And it did 30 points of damage.
Gary, I bet you didn't wake up this morning expecting to say the term were hamster.
Yes.
That would be enough to do my were hamster in.
Rufus
have-
died?
No idea.
See what a were hamster had.
That means we can grill it up and eat when the battle's over.
I'm trying to
Molly.
call it.
It's not.
Heads up, we have like 15 minutes left.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna have
they
to
have giant.
do some
frogs
wrapping up
and
here.
rats.
Where red.
Okay,
is-
that's what I'm trying to get everyone
Yeah,
going.
okay. So I'll attack the wax guy. AC 16, AC 10 doesn't hit, AC 14 hits, AC 13 hits, AC 16 hits. I'll calculate damage if you wanna go to the next person.
Well, and you're doing this guy here?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna calculate damage and you're damaging number 7. Okay, he doesn't have much in him, so if you do more than 6, which I'm assuming you
yeah,
would.
41.
So
Yeah,
he's down. And
Justice for Rufus.
then it goes, Quentin, you have, there's one wax guy left.
Death to the wax men.
Kill them all.
So go
It's up to
ahead.
you and Steve to kill it. If you have fire, kill it with fire.
If you must kill with fire.
Don't think Steve would think that.
Were you here this session? We got to see one of, you weren't here, Griffin, you one with Steve.
I got 2 hits and 1 miss,
Okay,
and 21 points of damage.
Nice.
21, all right.
Death to the wax man.
You still up, Aaron?
All right,
Finish him off.
all right. Hey, no one kills that outfit but me. All right, all 3 hits.
Death to the wax men.
11 plus 11 13 plus 7 62 points of damage.
So,
He hacks him until he's hamburger.
so the wax guy falls. And then we'll go to the overhead view. The combat music ends, type thing. All right, and so Maisie tugs on your kilt, right? And hopefully this isn't too loud, but she says,
You don't have to like me. But I wish you would. Really great tea parties. And I make cookies.
Right?
Oh, lass, you can tug on that kilt anytime if you say those adorable things.
So then, 8:49, so, all right, so, through a portal, you know what I mean? A new appears and, she's got a few, more trinkets and gadgets and baubles on, and she's like, oh, all right. I managed to escape, you know, type thing. And she rubs some, blood off her forehead. You know, did we get him? All right, you got everybody. Okay, good. Look at all this stuff. All right, let's call death and get the hell out of here.
Guys, she just wiped blood off her forehead.
Who did you just kill?
I had to kill a lot of others, and
The others
some
don't
wax
bleed.
things.
And the wax people don't spurt blood. They have blood, but they don't spurt. Trust me, I checked.
I don't guess the thing that they used on my forehead. I don't know. It
That
was,
magically heals.
well, it was just a little drop of blood.
Why don't you
I
call
thought
death and
I thought you'd be excited that I escaped. What's with this? Why you give me such a cold shoulder?
Callum's still in his berserk rage and he has no idea who this person is, so he's gonna charge her. Look out!
Okay, roll an attack.
Okay. Just a one?
Mhm.
Actually missed. What's her AC? I see her phone.
More than 12.
Oh,
Type thing.
15. I could tell you.
Well, you could
Well,
tell what it was.
you could tell what it was.
It was 15.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
I only rolled an 11.
okay. So let's do a side view of that. Get that camera out of the way. And she's like, guys, what's the matter? I was captured. I managed to break free. We're in this crazy place. Let's just get out of here.
I'm gonna take a deep breath in and use my divine sense. Does she smell like a new?
Okay, now what's the divine sense gonna tell you? Is that the body of a new? Yes. That's what you're smelling, it's got
Okay,
There's things sweat
is there any
smell,
sort
smell,
of like
perfume.
undead or celestial or
nope.
deity thing in
Nope.
there?
No deity, no celestial. She doesn't smell like another. She smells like a new.
Well, she smells like a new and she talks like a new.
So that must mean she's a duck.
Where's your dog?
So New White, why don't you summon death?
I don't understand what's going on here, type thing. We defeated the everyone. We got the machines. It's time to go home. Let's go home.
Then summon death.
And well, she rolled what's your charisma bonus?
Me?
Mine
Yeah,
or
you're
Anu's?
You Abby.
Yeah, what's Abby's charisma bonus?
-1.
Not a lot.
-2.
What is a -1? Carrie has a lower opinion of you than I do.
No, that was my charisma.
Oh,
Charisma, her score is 15, and so it gives her a +2.
So she got a 13 to persuade everybody. So now you guys would have to roll like a you know,
Like wisdom or something?
wisdom, yeah.
Wisdom, oh, that's not great.
I believe her.
I don't.
I rolled an 8.
I rolled a 2.
Yeah, she's like, that makes sense to me, let's go.
I rolled an 18.
And what?
An 18.
18.
So Callum his berserk,
So you-
rage ends, he resheaths the seals and goes, well, I'm convinced.
Well, you,
Well, I just believe her. While all this is going on, Estelle wants to
perception check.
roll. I want to use my spell book of spelling, so you have to make me spell a word to do it. But I want to cast detect thoughts. So so I can read the surface thoughts of her. And then if to go past the surface thoughts.
Hard spelling words.
Wisdom save. If she fails a wisdom save, then I can get her deeper thoughts. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
She's not very good at the wisdom, so
She's not very good at the wisdom. The wisdom.
Yeah, the fact that she calls it the wisdom
nat
is all you
20.
need to know.
What's that?
Nat 20.
She has a bow on her, and it's obviously a magic bow, and she's got a quiver. In the quiver are these oddly textured arrows, almost like scales.
Okay.
obviously that meant something to you.
I'm like, is that meaningful?
Yeah, that's me.
I'll wait.
Mischievous.
I have to write
And
it.
I notice that as I'm like walking up to her, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, MISCHEVIOUS.
What is it?
MISCHEVIOUS.
You missed an I.
You're a teacher.
Because you said HEB, it's
Well, I don't do
HIEB.
MIS.
Okay, so
It's EIG.
yes, missed it by 1.
So what was the wisdom saving?
Mr.
What was
You
it?
didn't cast it because I spelled the word wrong.
Okay, I
Yeah.
get it. Okay.
So
Yeah.
oh, okay, so we're gonna have to
Yeah.
wrap this up. We're running out of time. Okay, so and she's like, so let's go.
Okay.
Well, if you're in such a hurry, why don't you call Dad?
I always call Death. When it's you guys, who are you?
That's not important. We're not interrogating me.
So some stranger shows up and you trust her, but I fight my way to freedom. Thanks for the rescue, by the way, guys.
Hey, I'm stranger than her.
So Tyrex was believing her and walking towards her, and like when he saw that,
Yeah.
I'm using a fate point because I'm attacking her.
Mhm,
So I can go up to 17. I crit on a 17 with my sword.
mhm,
9.
And I'm going to stab her right through the gut.
mhm.
Let's see, and I'm also gonna compass smite under that for 1 minute, so.
I don't know if he's beefed her up since this, but
She's beefed up.
okay, because her hit points were at 103.
Don't you have like twice as many hit points as Bonnie?
The artificer had a deal
Oh,
to roll for hit points. I don't know if that's at 60. Vexus is at 80. Well, she's at 60 right now, but her max, which is
Okay, so that's 4, 12, 15, 16. For a total of 19 damage, and do I double that damage?
Because you critical, yes.
Okay, so 36 damage.
Okay, so
Some rating in that.
So 36 damage type thing, and you pull your weapon out, and there's a flash of magic, and you see the whole cover up, and then all of a sudden she's in shining armor made out of hardened light, and she has a hardened light shield like Captain America. She goes push, and she to the shield lets go and slams you up against the wall and holds you there, kind of like, Arbor would have type thing. And she goes, all right, that didn't work out quite the way I had hoped. You should have called death. It would have been so much easier.
And I'm gonna look at her. I'll never put them in harm's way. You will not kill Annabelle.
I don't want to. I have to. So I'm still anew. I'm just have the memories of an old decrepit anew who's seen all this play out before, like a skipping record. And I'm just trying to move the needle. Listen, are you familiar with the thought experiment, the ship of Theseus? Well, a ship of Theseus is in a museum, and you replace all the boards, over time because of rot and things like that. If every single board is replaced, it's still the ship of Theseus. And then if you take all those rotten boards and you were to reassemble them, well, is that the ship of Theseus, or is the original? So it's really simple. In the future, you all died. We chased various different adventures and things like that. I eventually married the blacksmith, had children, and they died. I became more and more powerful as time went on. And then plague, she poisoned me, and I had to replace many of my body parts in order to stay alive. So then, a different version of me that she didn't recognize convinced her that she should make anew her herald, and then thus making this body immune to plague, taking one of the things out of the equation. And in the future, I remembered some of the things that the doctor did with the time machine. And that's where the pit came from, all the different times, but I didn't quite have it right. So I sent myself back in time along my own timeline, and I sort of ripped other realities and times into that one place, and that pit in the ground. And then that dibbler, found it. I was hoping to remain a secret, and this whole town built up around my little place. And you people are probably thinking, how can I help my friend? But don't you dare try to help me. In order to help someone, you have to reach your hand down to somebody because you think they're beneath you, and I'm beneath none of you. But if you just get out of my way, after all this is done, I promise I will remake you in the world that I will make. Right now, you are just a bad first draft, but I will make you better. Just for nostalgia's sake, let's just say. But if you dare get in my way in my villain phase, you'll find I no longer give a beep, about you. So, and then she goes, so call death to save you. Don't call death, to save you one way or another. Let's see. So Bonnie appears, right? Decked out with some new magical stuff and some other wizard guys. And I had some, the guys that were under here, right? So some other guys, appear. And these guys look, 4 of them appear. I'm gonna do it for now. And they look like you're not going to be able to take them. It starts looking bad. And that light armor of hers type thing that's made out of light, is incredibly durable. She has AC through the roof. Right. And
You speak without an emotion spell. Yay.
Yeah. Oh. Did you like the light shield over the pit? Nobody said it could be done, so I did it. And then just then you hear the hippie music again, you know, type thing. And that's when Hope appears again, type thing. And she's ripped and bloody and things like that. And it looks like she's been bit in a few places, you know, her eyes swollen shut. She's got like a tooth missing, you know. She's like, it's all set. I calmed Mom down. And I think we'll call it a draw. There's a bunch of dead people, you know. And so she's you guys in trouble?
Yes, we are.
Just a lot.
Alex is gonna just start screaming, stop her, she kills Annabelle, stop her now.
You guys want out of here? Let's go get Swarma. You know. and she goes, that's the other guy, hold on. And she goes, and then all of a sudden you guys, and Anu goes, no, stop it, you know, and she all you guys fall through. Let's see. I gotta find all the guys. And Maisie and you and Brian. I think I got everybody. All right.
Mhm.
And so you guys all fall into a tavern type thing, but it's not the same tavern in town, it's a different one. And let's see, that's yours, this lady. And she goes over to the table, she goes, could you guys order the food? I have to pass out now. And she goes to the table, you know, and you know, little pile of drool and blood, you know, forms on the table, and she's like, she's not dead, she's just, you know,
Passed out.
yeah,
Taking a nap.
yeah.
Look at the little guy. He's all tuckered out.
And so you guys got saved by the bell type thing.
There we go.
So we'll start on a different venture. Do you have any questions?
I have a comment.
Yes.
I don't mean to brag, but this is like the third campaign I've been in where Abby turned out to be the bad guy. I'm not even joking.
It's not.
Remember the campaign that I ran where you became the evil overlord?
I did.
Like, Abby always became the villain.
I had an inkling of who it was, but I didn't have an actual name, but after he said.
I was totally surprised by it being a new. I honestly thought it was gonna be Dibbler.
I just couldn't say anything.
I thought it was gonna be Dibbler. I thought it was gonna be Dibbler.
Okay, so I have to play the music for this, for the teaser that I did. Let's see, how do I get to that? Get to the table. So
And you wonder why I always suspect you. Right?
Hey, in my defense,
okay.
it's
Yes.
I become the bad guy after